scène déroule indéboulonnable. Bello, bello, bleu à belle. Nous pagnon. Ouah, oui, oh. Agemo. Voilà. Alors, ma diabeja, oh, avion, ma diabeja, oh. Wera, ma diabeja. Wera, nous sommes ma diabeja, oh. Wera, ni vous, ma diabeja, ma diabeja, oh. On a pas de répéter. Wera, on s'en dit, ma diabeja, oh. On a pas de répéter. Canou. La vie c'est un combat, hein. N'indire c'est on est, oh. Allez à pain. Fifi Seigneur là. On a qu'à se respecter, hein. Loi honorable. Oh, Chicago. Le petit frère sûr. Marcel Nibou. Boguaka. Guiro Emma. Donald. Leonora. Anyewe. Ah, Point Junior. Moi, Mounia. Ka Olivier. Le Sénat des Sénats. Ah, Nézo, Anastase. Point Constant, professeur Sopia, depuis Isia. Marina Nyenawe, on se voit vite Oseo.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is, I don't know I know I'm sounding good. I'm sounding good because the feedback. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is NEEZONIE TV Daybreak. We have come to amuse you. We have come to encourage you. We have come to improving whatever goodness you've been doing in life. We have come to notify publics in every good things that man needs to hear. This is NEEZONIE TV. Being a while we have not come live, but today is a day that is set for the NEEZONIE TV Daybreak. It is my pleasure and opportunity to be with you at this time. I have like 1 hour to be live with you. But our purpose today is recognizing our late brother Alexandra Tubaye Taru, the late. Mr. Taru is a citizen of Grand Jira County, to be specific, in Bison District, from Zwaja Town. So he formed part of many organizations that which of course we are here to let you know today, because we promised yesterday that we are going to be live to tell you who was the late Talu, what his legacy, what he been doing. We are here as NEEZONIE TV stands. We are here to tell you not only not only audio, but we need to tell you whenever we say we show photograph or we show a photo or video to it. So before we go through this, I would like to bring in our brother, one of the best musicians from Bison District, but Eric Sani, who will be drawing us through until then we get set to speak to you with respect to the legacies of the late Alexandra Tubaye Taru. Stay tuned in, stay watching, share. I think it will be a best thing for me and for others who are not available to see this live. When you share, I think your friend will see it and then it will go viral. Please, before we come out to tell you why we are here, or to begin with, we'd like to invite our brother Eric Sandy to drive us through with this music. Yeah.
Joseph
Oh, well, let me again say thank you for the time. Let's start the ball rolling. Our late brother, Mr. Alexander Talu, as I said earlier, he's from Bison, from Zwaya town. Before I go through, let me first and foremost extend my condolences on behalf of the NEEZONIE Association in Americas through this medium to the family of our late brother Talu. Let me, before I come out, let me see, but I would like to tell you where he is. If you have not knew him, if you are looking at your phone, or you are watching it live, because you will be fixing the phone like the way I'm fixing my computer. We got left and right. So facing your phone, you will notice that your left hand and the right hand. So I want to tell you, in according the same way I'm looking at my computer, this individual we are trying to talk about here, it's on my right hand side with an African attire. Alongside with him is his brother, his friend. They both mothers came from his mother, late Taru mothers came from Yahudi. From this man on the left is named A.B. Juru from Yahudi at the left. So late Taru's mother came from A.B. Juru's quarter. They born the late Eli Taru's mother from Diambo. So again, let me extend my condolences through this medium on behalf of the association to the people of Zwaya, to be specific, my Elena Powell, Mr. Amos Bowie, Amos Che, and Joe Bowie, and all of the family of Zwaya. And let me also go to the family of Jaudi, the Diambo quarter. Let me also extend my condolences to you on behalf of the association. To be specific, Taman Boe, Victor Rense, the varied A.B. Juru. Let me say, everyone from the Diambo quarter of Jaudi. Although he have a specific quarter, but we, the Jaudians, also bereaved. Because he's such a great man, which of course you are going to see what he been doing. So we are downhearted to see such a great man in this stage who determined to do X, Y, Z for the benefit of the people to understand, and he just left. So we are downhearted. This gentleman, I visited him at a house. He told me, my man, I have so many things on mind to do. What is it, brother? I wrote a book. I wrote like 3 books, but I'll be launching one of the books. And he named those books. But one of the books that he launched before his past, the title of this book is Bridging the Gap Between Culture and Religions. That's the book he wrote. And as I said to you earlier, we, the NEEZONIE TV, whenever we say something, we are going to show you. But before I said that, I visited his house. And I'm going to show his premises, his house, his residence. At the time when he passed, I went there again, along with Edo Boto, Matthew White, our sister Mary Carey, and out of the family. We went there. So, I mean, he's such a great man. So, let's see his residence before even we go further. Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know what to say, but when I visited there, along with Mr. Bordeaux and all of those people, before we come up to the point, we want to tell you that he's just not a man, but he's such a great man who has a home, resident, make things happen. So watch and see.
Well, we are here at the home of late Alex Talu. This is the beautiful home with Uncle Barter today. We just came. It's so exciting. Yeah, it's not easy. This is his own house that he has in the United States. Yeah. It's not easy. This is a house.
Hold on, let me see.
Oh, wow.
I tried them one that
Yeah.
Yeah, send one on with me. Let me try it.
Oh God. Family meeting. And on the way. Oh God. Family just had a meeting.
So LA, yeah, shows Prince. You got,
Right.
yeah, you know, on that.
So, there it is. We visited him with the family. I mean, it's so exciting. We sat for a while, we meet the children, and we talk whatever we have to talk. But first and foremost, what I'm here is to let you know who was he. I mean, Alex Talu. Alex Talu, as I said, he wrote a book. Many books he wrote, 3 books. But among these books, he has launched this book titled Bridging the Gap Between Culture and Religion. So we are going to show you the way that he was interviewed at the time he was in the process of making the book. He had an interview. From his interview, you will understand why he chose to have the book as bridging the gap between the culture and the religion. So you are going to understand. So before we come off with his interview, from his interview, after its end, you will have little time. Then we go to the launching process. the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4 during the launching of this particular book. So see, who is Alex? He's just not a mere human. He's a great man. But he will explain himself. So I will also continue to bring in our brother Eric Sandy, who will be driving us through until we complete the whole segment of the late title. Kind of share. I need people to know who is he. All right. Then watch and see the interview he had, and you will be able to listen to it keenly. It will take little much of your time. Like we have 1 hour for the show for him. From there, either it will make us to pause this live for now or continue. So let's watch and see. This is an interview that he had at the time he tried to made the book, and people want to know. There are a series of questions that were asked concerning the book. Why he chose this title, Bridging the Gap Between Culture and Religions. He will explain. So, ladies and gentlemen, listen.
Well, I got my idea from talking to so many people. I'm from Africa, and I talk to so many people, and they all come up with, the division of, people not being together, and people talking about one another, that we, Africans are, they're from the bushes, and we don't have, we chase elephants and we chase lions all day, so we don't have homes. So it's kind of like prompted me to say, well, I gotta let these people know what's going on. The process, it took a while actually. It took a while for me to write my story. It took me about maybe 6 years, I would say, to write the story. But it was just like putting things together, like one at a time, jot things down, and tell whatever somebody discuss. You talk about it, and then you go and jot it down, and then little by little, as you jot things down, you start to make a story.
Now see, what makes your book unique? That's the question. What makes your book unique?
What makes it unique is like telling a story about why people should get to be together, and should also not just be together, but should be informed about what's going on in somebody else's culture. If you don't know somebody's culture, don't just put it down and think that their culture is not good and your culture is better than theirs. And that's what makes it unique, because the theme of the book is unity.
Now, the next question is, did any unusual circumstances play a role in writing the book? Did any unusual circumstances play a role in writing this book? That's the question. And listen.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's bridging the gap between culture and religion, and we, African. I'm an African from Africa, and we have, African Americans. They have, the perception about looking at African in a different way, and we African look at them in their, in our own way. So it's all about perception, but we don't want perception to be the reality. We want, reality to overcome perception. So that's why I come up with, this book. So it's very informative for people to know as to what's going on in one another culture.
The next question that come about is, do you think someone can be a writer if they don't feel emotions strongly? Yes, that's the next question. That was the next question.
Very hard, because you got to put emotion into writing. You got to put your feelings into it. You got to put how you feel about your situations to be able to be a writer. Because some people don't have that drive, so they will get weak. They will get, through all the context and say, well, I don't have time to do this. I don't want to tell the story. But you got to have, some emotions to be able to tell your story.
Next question. What is the hardest part in writing this book?
The most difficult thing of writing the book was compiling my story together. That was the most difficult thing of writing this book, compiling the story together and going to the author. I mean, not the author, but the going not to the author, not the author. I'm going to the producer, and then let them know so your story can flow. Because sometimes they get your story off out of context, and then you got to make sure that it flow to how you want it. This book is called Bridging the Gap. It's bridging the gap between culture and religion, and it's actually bridging the gap between culture and religion, because a lot of culture in America gets all misconstrued, that you come from different country, they look at you funny and they look at you in a different way, because the American culture, the Western culture teach them a different thing about other culture, so they're not informed when it comes to that. And my name is Alexander Talu. I'm from Africa, West Africa, Liberia. And I've been in America for a little while now, and I've been, I would say, almost 30 years. But it's prompted me to write a book, to tell, so people can relate to the story that I'm telling. And where you can find it, I got this book on Amazon, on ebook, and a few other bookstores, and actually it's at Barnes & Noble as well. So it's all over the place right now.
Well, that does it. That does it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this. This is who he is. This is who he was. It's very difficult for me to say that was, but we just have to say we use the past because he know more. Okay, so you heard it. Now we are going to the next session. The next session, at the time he launched the book, we have part 1 launching, part 2 launching, part 3 launching, and part 4 launching. I'm saying this to say he's just not a mere human, but a man with integrity, a man with broad knowledge. He's an educator. So it's just not a mere person. Liberia, Grand Jide, Bason District, and Zwaya lost a great man. The late Mr. Alexander Dubois Tailu. So, before I take this song and we go to part 1 of its launching time, let me recognize my great man, the great CEO, the founder of the NEEZONIE Association in the Americas, the man who always been called, whether it's a trouble, whether it's goodness, he's there. Let me recognize you, brother. Let me recognize you, my CEO and my co-producer of the NEEZONIE TV, Mr. B. Nilo. You are welcome, sir. I know you are at work. That's why you were unable to join me to tell the world or to tell the people who was our brother, Mr. late Alexander Dubois Tailu. Who was he? Even in fact, as a member of the NEEZONIE Association. How? Who was he? And let me also recognize our father, Mr. Kauflan, for watching, and also the chairman for the Bason District 2024 Convention Committee. Let me also recognize my president of ZAD Quarter in Liberia, Jaudi City, the quarter that they call Jaudi Wun, Mr. Ajiri S. Kai. You are welcome, brother. Let me also recognize Special Forces General. I don't know who is he, Special Forces General. Special Forces General, you are welcome. Okay, let me, my co-producer loved this song. So when I saw him now watching, he's busy at work. So he loves this song. Let me also put this song there and see. And the song says, coming soon, the CEO of the NEEZONIE Association, he's there. If you don't want to come, you can stay. I have Honorable Kaufran. He's there. If you don't want to come, you can stay. I have Ajiri S. Kai. If you don't want to come, you can stay. So, in our Crown dialect, he said, "Yeah, away." So let us listen to it. And it drive us through for 5 minutes, or let's say, 1 minute, not 5 minutes, so that we can get to part 1 of Alex's launching process.
So, ça va sonner. Ajẹ́ mọ̀ wẹ̀. Sọ adìyà. Yóò ẹja. Ẹ̀sìn yóò sàtì yó. Ìṣèjẹ̀wẹ̀ yó. Ìṣèjẹ̀wẹ̀ yó. Ìṣèjẹ̀wẹ̀ yó. Sàrà sọ́lé ni àwọ̀. Ìṣèjẹ̀wẹ̀ yó. Àwọ̀. Ìṣèjẹ̀wẹ̀ yó. Àwọ̀. Ìṣèjẹ̀wẹ̀ yó. Màmá ṣí mẹ́ni àwọ̀. Ìṣe àṣe. Àwọn bá sọ́bí mu ẹ̀ máa lò. Dé bá sọ́bí náà dé kí àyàn sọ o. Ige ṣàpè mi àpàṣà wà kò ṣèjẹ̀wẹ̀ yó. Ọgbọ́n rọ̀yàn tí yó. Wọ́n jẹ́ rọ̀yàn wé yó. Ẹ wọlé balẹ̀ yó.
Ìṣèjìyẹ wẹ̀yì bí nínú jẹrẹ wẹ̀dẹ́. Ìṣèjìyẹ wẹ̀yì Honorable Kaufran wẹ̀dẹ́. Ìṣèjìyẹ wẹ̀yì ẹmọ dàdíẹ flan wẹ̀dẹ́. Ìṣèjìyẹ wẹ̀yì Màálù Ṣẹ̀gbẹ́nà wẹ̀dẹ́. Ìṣèjìyẹ wẹ̀yì Joseph Arọ̀gbẹ́nà wẹ̀dẹ́.
There is a bay. The chelele. Yàtẹ̀nu Akéjọ́go. Ọ̀sọ̀lẹ̀ Bàgùbìyẹ. Ọgbọ́n sọ̀lẹ̀ àdìwẹ́. Bàgẹ́jọ́. Yàdìyẹ sùn àdáwó. Mama Marida, oh, say one way. You got your Suzuki, Yataino. Mama Shimao, also there, way out. Mama Shimako, Roger, oh, go Roger Nayo. Mama Shima was about to say, yeah, where you. Desire Kosana, or Soy Gabriel, or Mozart, oh, look at Nila, let's complete. Some of them so copy. I swear. Yeah. Like pulling. It's what John Yoso. He gave like on a passava ponce, yeah, where you. Okay, you know, I'm a dicky. One of the way. Oh, the penny boom myself. They can't be. The boom myself, oh, radio. Ni bo ma se pasa ba bon se ye we yo ayawo se ka wo mo so le da o ayawo titi ale ige titi ale pasa ba bon se ye we yo awo se le katon mo to nu la no o ka be nu no you still feel small step.
Well, I just told you this is the first part of his launching process that we will be watching for like 6 minutes. I can say 5 or 6 minutes. Just listen keenly and watch up. Then after which we'll be dragging to the part 2. And we will end this segment after the part 4. So there you go. Bridging the gap between culture and religion.
Whenever one door closes, one more opens. Promise me you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, hope you dare. I hope you dance. Sit it out or dance.
it. That does it. That was the arrival of the order of the book. The beginning of the program. That's the arriving time in the hall. But the song, it means a lot. It says that we as Crown people, we understood this song well. And I would love to speak my dialect, to speak Crown, and tell you what's the interpretation of this song. You think LSK will remain like this? You think in all difficulties NEEZONIE Association in the America is fixing will remain like this? You think that NEEZONIE Association will not have a convention? You think? Or you think it will remain like that? No, hell no. I can't remain like that. And pretty soon, the NEEZONIE Association in the Americas will have a convention. Thank you. Before we go to the next section, let me again draw you through with Agne. Yep.
And the Bible says in the book of Proverbs 18:22, he who findeth a wife find a good thing and obtain favor from God.
Thank you so much for that step, that initiative. Thank you so much. And this is what an example of a father should be like. A father should do something that will make. Thank you so much for that step, that initiative.
Well, that's the second phase of the launching program. And watch up and see what the activity that I went through. And this program, they invited a guest artist. And she is speaking right there as you're watching. I need not to tell you anything. Watch up and listen to it well.
Thank you so much. And this is what an example of a father should be like. A father should do something that will make the children want to do better. A father should do something that your child will grow up tomorrow and say, that is my father. I want to be like my father. I aspire to be like my father or my mother. You don't even have to be only a father. So I just want to say thank you. And for most of the young women in this house tonight, I just want to encourage all of you. It doesn't matter you're not educated, you came from back home. But once you come to America, America is like a land of opportunity. There is something here for everybody as long as you're determined. If you want to go to school, you want to go to an adult school, you just have to be eager to know. You just have to be eager to reach out. Once you reach out, you will get what you. So I just want to encourage you. I just want to encourage you to be determined and look at your father, your brother, and be determined. Build a future for your children tomorrow and let God bless you. With that said, I also want to make a word to you, my daddy, that I also do have an ONGO that is called Prayer Move Mountains Charity. And recently we were in Africa donating school materials to less privileged families. So
So that's the idea of the organization, just to help people with school materials for those children who aren't able to, the mothers weren't able to purchase those school materials. So hopefully we can talk more and I can get some ideas from you, and that will be it. Anybody here wants to be a support, I'm open, I'm always available to take advice from anybody. God bless you. Thank you. So this song, it says, it's in Quran, it said in the future, our God that we are waiting for will return. So please, let's celebrate. We didn't come for a funeral, it doesn't matter about the numbers in the room, but we are here to celebrate our Father. So tomorrow is Sunday, please, let's get up and just celebrate the Lord together. Thank you very much. Hallelujah. Let's get up and celebrate together. All the men that saw this dish. Okay, so that is it. That song is coming soon. Okay, it's not complete.
So okay, I'm just saying it for to laugh. When I was in Boston, I really don't know Uncle Ellie, but I know his parents. But the moment I got to know him and your wife, they told me like their own. I go to the house anytime I want. I will call them any hour, they'll pick me up. Uncle Ellie will take her to St. Clair. Because at that time we don't know how the money come. We think our miracle will just pack in the cart. All we know the man paying for it and we'll take it home. And here we never complain until now. So I'm very, 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 very proud of him. I was 16 hours, I was so sleepy. I said, no, I have to go to Uncle Ellie. If I don't go there, who am I? You know, but Grandpa said a parable, the beginning of a river is very, very little. Like when you go to Polar, the beginning of Smith, very tiny. But go to Houston, it's huge. Or Zwaya. So the beginning of everything, sometimes you feel disappointed or you feel discouraged, but it's the beginning. Every beginning will get history. So I want to encourage you to continue this because we always go for baby shower or funeral, all of you. And this is the very first time for to go to a boat relief. Now, white men boat relief, our own from Boston. So I'm very proud of you. I want you to continue it, and thank you very much for the way you took care of our came to the United States of America. We have a closer family that we even kind of were expecting them to do what you did, but you did it all. So I thank you very much. Thank you, and thank everybody for coming.
Oh well, okay. Let me say something to you, but I just want to try it and see whether it goes through. You are not directly will be within the program itself, but it's a matter of fact that we are building up to see how things work. I will give you a number here to call if you feel anything you feel about this program. If you call, you may not likely go into the program, but it will come on my phone, and then I would like to, but you will hear it, it will be live, but then it will be on the speaker. So if you have the time, you can call this number that I'm about to say to you as we proceed to the test segment of this program, of this thing that we are doing this time around. Okay, if you have the time, you can call this number 856-390-0544. I repeat, if you want to call, you can call this number. We just want to start, and after we do this today, we are going to build it, and you will be able to see it on the stream whenever it goes through with this point. But if you want to call, it's not a WhatsApp, but I'm only dealing with the American people because it's less costly. But if you have money to call direct, you could do that. But it is what it is. So call this number 856-390-0544. You can try it. You will be live with me, and you can say whatever you want to say about this program. And then before we go to the third segment of this program, let me also recognize this musician at this point of time.
All right, it's time for the author of the book, Mr. Ellis Tiboritalo. It's time for the author of the book, Mr. Ellis Tiboritalo.
Well, this is a phase 3, and now here comes the author of the book entitled Bridging the Gap Between Culture and Religion. Now let's listen to it. Although we listened to him earlier during his interview, but now within the program and during the launching, you are going to listen to him as well.
There you go. The author of the book.
Author of the book.
That's right. Woo!
Wow. 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 Anyway, first of all, thank God for everything. But before I go through my message, I want to have a moment of silence for my late wife. Her name is Louise Degunje Seyokum Talo. So we'll have a moment of silence for her. Thank you. I'm here tonight because I got inspired by a lot of people. A lot of strong people and a lot of inspirational people. And one of the people that I can name right now, my sister right there, Elena. Wow. When I came to this country, she was very supportive of me. When I first got here, bringing in Providence, she was like, come to America, you gotta be strong. You gotta be a go-getter. I said, Elena, I got a job, but it's cold outside. She said, cold. You better put some sweaters and a lot of clothes on and get out there, you know, and go to work. I work in a Providence College at night. We used to clean offices, clean, you know, classrooms and stuff. She said, go out there. So my first night, going to work that night, I bundled up, I tied myself up, I put all kind of clothes on me. I got out there to the bus stop on Broad Street. It was like cold. I was shivering like, ooh. And I went to work that night. I went there, I came back home. She said, oh, you did it? I said, yeah. I went in to go. So I said, okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Don't wait for anybody to give you a ride. Don't wait for people to, you know, to say, well, we don't have time right now to take you. So that's why when anything I do, I count on her. She's my inspiration. So now, you know, concerning my book, this is the question I want to ask all the audience here tonight. Have you ever had people, like in the book I mentioned over there, have you ever had people to ask you questions, especially from Africa, oh, you like it here? Or you feel good here? Or because you come here, you're in America now, things are better for you, right? Have you ever asked, you know, ever heard the question from especially Americans, with black or white? You know, have you ever had that question? Even on your job? Okay, those are my motivation right there. Because when we come here, they look at us funny. And we look at them funny as well. Because when we come here, like I was in Georgia, that's, you know, those are my motivational factors. When I was in Georgia, before I even started writing this book, I was like, you know, I was a maintenance supervisor on the property. First of all, before I even became maintenance, I said, well, I work in Capitol Building in Liberia. So I came to America, I was like, here I am, in this great country, and I have no skills here. Number one, I have two treatment odds against me. And the odds I have against me was, I'm black, I know people to work here, and I have an accent, and I have no skills here. So I said, okay, when I got laid off from my first factory job here in Providence, then I moved to Philadelphia, me and my wife moved there. I said, well, I gotta go to school, I gotta learn something. Because if I don't learn something, I'll be doing the same kind of job all the time. So that's how I went to school, you know, in a technical school they call CHI. And I right there from there, I started working in the maintenance field. And, you know, I went to, after that, when I moved to Georgia, I started working in maintenance, as a maintenance supervisor. So a lady came to me one day, she said, Alex, how come you come from Africa, you got good jobs, you got good skills, and you're making all the money and taking our jobs away. My husband is not working right now. So, you know, how come you come here and take our job? I say, you know what, man? I'm sorry. If your husband don't want to find a job, I got nothing to do with it. I got nothing to do with it. If you don't want to go to school, you know, you want to learn anything, you want to lay back.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Just there's an including of something here that I have no control of. Okay, let me also invite, before we go to the last segment, let me invite one of the musicians in Liberia, our sister. She was then in the ghetto. I think we have to let me check for her and see whether we can know her. Yeah. Okay. There she is. Yeah.
Hallelujah. We are here to give Jehovah praise.
But I mean, she's been transformed to a different level that will improve her life, especially not just transformation in anything, but transformation into the Lord. And now she became a great musician. Yeah.
What can do, Jesus is your name. Jehovah, what can do? Come and do your work. Everlasting Yahweh, come and do your work. The God that never fail, come and do your work. The God that never change, come and do what you say. Oh, the sense of this, Yahweh, come and do your work. 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 Yeah. Celebrate, jubilate. He is worthy. My God is faithful. Yeah. We give you praise, Jesus. And I trust in you. You give me Esau. Daniel trust in you. You make the lion his friend. For the Lord trust in you. You open the pressing gate. Jehovah Jireh, my trust is in you. Jehovah Nissi, my covenant is in you. You are not a man that you should lie. You are not a man that you should change your word. Whatsoever you say is what you can do. My Yahweh, come and do your work. 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 Do your work. Yahweh, do your work. Do your work. Jehovah, do your work. Do your work. Do we call you? This one not your whatever, Pana, you I know. Come and do it in my life.
We the African from Africa.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said to you, this is the last segment of Alex's launching process. And we are doing this so that others out there will know, will understand who was Alex Tyloo, his legacy, and what he stands for them. We're not just doing it because of formality, because of playing, but we want to know. And the next will be the time we will let you know the process and the time the funeral service and the wake keeping will be. When the family shall have met tomorrow and see and let you know when this wake keeping will be. We will let you know as well. So let's listen to the last segment of its launching program of the book that he wrote.
That's why we try to bridge the gap, because we have a big division, between us. They look at us funny, we look at them funny. Somebody asked me, why you're African, you're African women, they look at when they see American women, they look at them funny. I said, well, I don't know. American women see African women, you look at them funny too. So that's what it is. But we got to bridge those gaps between those things. And the bridge, according to the story, the bridge between those two people, between the Muslim boy, I think from Africa, and the American ladies who are Christian, they both got together and had a child. So the child between them is a bridge. So that's the story on that. Yeah. Thank you, Bill.
That's the end. That's the end. That's the end. That's the end.
Chiyabo
just a passerby, and I want you to know, whether good or bad you do, you will get your reward one day. What did I hear you say? One day. Oh my people, listen to me. Some of you got good people supporting you. Some are abroad while some around you. The money they give you, they suffer for the money. The money they give you, they are not picking it from the ground. They give you the money, you lavish the money. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. Oh my people, listen to me. When God blesses you, be a blessing to somebody. Cause when you were down, people used to help you. Now you get money, you don't care anymore. When they call you online, you don't want to pick the call. Family for in trouble, you pretend that you don't know. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. Oh my members, give me your ears. You say you are members, then you breaking down the church. You gossip the pastor, gossip the deacon, gossip the elders. You gossip the mother, gossip the choir, gossip the people. And in this world, you will get your reward. Oh my pastors, give me your ears. You say you are pastor, but your road is not defined. You leaving your wife, going out to commit adultery. You leaving Jehovah, going to Satan to get power. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. All the nurses and the doctors, hear me now. You see you are nurses, then you sleeping on duty. While patients are crying, then you having conversation. While patients are dying, then you busy chatting on Facebook. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. Other instructors, listen to me. You make the test hard for the students to fill. You giving grades to the student because of money. You giving grades to the student to sleep with them. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. Oh my bosses, listen to me. The women who are coming in your office to find job, in order to get a job you have to sleep with them. 99 day for role, 1 day for master. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. Oh my mothers, give me your
Ije pobre atuo, meni bawo. Pobre atuo, meni bawo. Pobre atuo, ahe opa. Pobre atuo, pobre bebe teke. Ije bawo pobre atuo sofia. Pobre atuo, pobre bebe teke. Pobre atuo, pobre atuo. Ije
Hello? Yeah, nothing bad. I'm all right. Yeah, okay. I'm like, just give me one second. I will talk to you back. I don't want your voice to be live. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
We bless you, Holy Ghost. We honor your name, oh. Be my cause, oh Lord. She died by the mention of your name. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess the on Jesus Christ is Lord. Papa, your name get power. Daddy, your name get authority to deliver your people from captivity. Yahweh, please my cause. Yahweh, please my cause. I beg you to please my cause. Please my cause that they may know you are the living God. Baba, Yahweh, Daddy, you are able to do what you shall do. Jehovah Jireh, be my cause. I am that I am, be my cause. The rock of ages, be my cause. Let them know that you are God. Hallelujah. Be my cause. Oh, be my cause. Jehovah El Shaddai. Be my cause. Oh, let them know that you are God and see you. Be my cause. Papa, you can never fail. Be my cause. Be the cause of your people. Be my cause. Papa, you are
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I told you I'm about to end the show, but I left one thing back that which of course I want to show to you. At the time when our late brother, who business we are here today, traveled to Liberia, he meet his family, he meet people, they try to welcome him. They were all happy because it's been a very long time he has not visited. He visited Liberia, I think twice. I think that had been the very third time that he went there. But I mean, families were happy when they met A.B. Giroux along with him and all of the family. And let me show you at the time the city guys went to meet him, the family. So just watch a little bit. So that's it. That's what I left behind. Although we have played a lot of things for him, and we've gone through almost 45 minutes to 50 minutes of his time. So I mean, let me again put this music, and later we'll be drawing our curtain to do other thing. By Tuesday, we will be live for other process. And let us enjoy this lady as one of the musicians in Liberia. And this lady was in the ghetto, but her life now is been perfect because she spent the life now with God. I mean, making her presence fair with God. I mean, the story has changed upon her. So she became a musician from the ghetto street. She became a musician. They call Little Piso. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's her name.
See your tears. My hands are not sorrow, that I cannot deliver you from oppression. That our iniquity that separated us. Jehovah, show up my favor, show your people my favor. Yeah. Deliver them from satanic oppression. Deliver us from evil manipulation.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, to everything, there must be an end. I now want to draw the curtain of the NEEZONIE TV Daybreak broadcast. This is the live podcast from the NEEZONIE TV for entertainment, for encouragement. I want to welcome you again in the next segment that we will be able to amuse you with a lot of music, with a lot of inspiration, with a lot of messages. Let me say goodbye for now, and goodbye. May God bless all of us.
Via Senna, déroule indéboulonnable. Bello, bleu à belle. Nous épargnons. Ajemo Mona Alo Matiaba Ijao Alio Matiaba Ijao Wera Matiaba Ijao Wera Nyusa Tupe Matiaba Ijao Wera Nimbu Masera Matiaba Ijao Wana kasi repete Wera Onsa Tupe Matiaba Ijao Wana kasi repete Kenuo Yes, politiki. Kawanu ewu abrengo weba o. Abiyo ewanu o. Wera de dati monyi ewu. Wera de dati mosuine. Wera de dati monombe yewu. Matiaba ijao. Lolo mi abrengo matiaba ijao. Wana kasi repete. Matiaba ijao. Wera matiaba ijao. Wana kasi repete. Ombe wiye nungore mbio. Werare nungore mbio. Onu fosane nungore mbio. Mo menu ewe tobi ejimo. Mo enu ewe tobi enyamure o. Monu blo abere wede o de o. Monu abere wede o. Monu bli ase wede o de o. Wera monu tobu abere. Abiyo wa ba lo o. Abiyo wa nu blo de wewe. Matiaba Ijao jao, abiyo Matiaba Ijao, Matiaba Ijao, wana kasi repete. Wera onsa tupe Matiaba Ijao, wana kasi repete. Lideru asena mleyo Matiaba Ijao, wana kasi repete. Loa ambera mleyo Matiaba Ijao, kakelaiwa. Wera nimbu masena Matiaba Ijao, guajoyi. Abiyo njai alela mleyo Matiaba Ijao. Solo la vengo Matiaba Ijao. Wana kasi repete. Wela pero di la vengo Matiaba Ijao. Wela como kibara Matiaba Ijao. Wana kasi repete. Chai evera Matiaba Ijao. Wela balu nuelina Matiaba Ijao. Wana kasi repete. Abiyon tiyo marisla Matiaba abela balo no we time manka bi asena ngwan bo we time man de ru balo no we time manka mono hana rai aseonye ani yo o wera matia baija o jawo abi o matia baija o gayo an wera nu so tu be matia baija o ona ta direte ka Olivier la gayo matia baija o ona ta direte matia baija o jawo wera matia baija wera so tu be matia baija kanu o la vie c'est un combat hein Nendi laisse on est oh Ani a pain Si seigneur là on a qu'à se respecter hein Il doit honorer Oh Chicago Le petit frère sûr Marcel Niveau Goguaka Guido Emma Donald Leonora Aniewe Junior, moi Mounia, Ka Olivier, le Sénat des Sénats. Ah, Nézo, Anastasia. Point constant, professeur Sopia, depuis Isia, Marina Nyenawe, on se voit vite Oseo. Matia Maïda, Bateau